through failed relationships with the king of pop and Hollywood royalty, Lisa Marie Presley has spent plenty of time in Heartbreak Hotel. Lisa Marie Presley was just 17 when she moved in with musician Danny Keough. Diving in head first, they tied the knot in 1988 when she was 20 and he was 23. The couple had 2 kids, daughter Danielle Riley and son Benjamin Storm. By 1994, however, they had called it quits. Presley told Marie Claire that it wasn't just their youth that drove them apart, but her name, adding, "There was so much resentment about who I was because I had more than he did, and it became a power struggle." Despite butting heads in their marriage, Presley and Keough mastered the art of co-parenting. Speaking with Rolling Stone in 2003, Presley gushed, "He's my absolute best friend in the world. The smartest thing I've ever done is have children with this man, because I knew this is the one man I could be connected to for the rest of my life." There is one thing she would have done differently, though. As she confessed to Marie Claire, "Leaving my first marriage for Michael Jackson, that was probably the biggest mistake of my life." Lisa Marie Presley shocked the world when she secretly married Michael Jackson in the Dominican Republic in May 1994. The wedding took place just 20 days after her divorce from Keough was finalized, and it left many confused. Speculation about Lisa Marie's true intentions was rampant, but Presley was adamant. Their marriage was the real deal. She said at the time, "I am very much in love with Michael. I dedicate my life to being his wife. I understand and support him. We both look forward to raising a family."
He's amazing. I really admire him.
As it turns out, they had actually known each other since they were kids and had met when Elvis took his daughter to meet the Jackson 5. Even so, their union proved difficult. She and Jackson divorced in 1996, and Lisa Marie later told Oprah Winfrey of the highs and lows she experienced with the king of pop. Clarifying that it was never about fame, she said she didn't want any of the added attention.
And I loved taking care of him. It was the highest point of my life.
In the end, it was a short marriage, and when Jackson died suddenly at the age of 50 in 2009, Presley blamed herself. As she wrote in a MySpace blog post, his passing mirrored her father's 1997 death, and that parallel was difficult to swallow. Presley never stopped thinking about her ex and what part she felt she may have played in his death. She called his death her biggest failure, writing, "After the divorce, I spent a few years obsessing about him and what I could have done different in regret." After Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson split, Presley's next big relationship was yet another whirlwind romance with a musician. Lisa Marie's real-life meet-cute with singer-songwriter John Oszajca in 1999 was due to sharing mutual pals in Los Angeles, and later that year, the pair got engaged. According to the star's publicist, Oszajca decided to pop the question on December 23rd, right after he asked Priscilla Presley for her blessing. The matriarch approved, Lisa Marie said yes, and they were ready to walk down the aisle. As Oszajca told Entertainment Weekly in May 2000, he didn't mind having such a high-profile partner, and her fame wasn't an issue. Despite such assurances, it seems they actually weren't meant to be. The couple called off their engagement in March 2001, with Lisa Marie's rep saying there was no bad blood between them. Lisa Marie Presley was still engaged to John Oszajca when, in 2000, she met Nicolas Cage at a party, according to People. Meanwhile, the actor was still legally married to Patricia Arquette, but as he told Barbara Walters in 2003, he was instantly smitten.
"She's hilarious. She's a real firecracker."
They eventually began dating and tied the knot in Hawaii in August 2002, but divorced just 4 months later. Presley explained in a statement that it was simply a bad decision, adding, "I'm sad about this, but we shouldn't have been married in the first place. It was a big mistake." Cage admitted to Walters that neither one of them liked to compromise. Presley agreed. Speaking with Rolling Stone in 2003, she said, "We're both so dramatic and dynamic that when it was good, it was unbelievably good. And when it was bad, it was just a bloody nightmare for everybody." Lisa Marie Presley's longest relationship to date was with musician Michael Lockwood. The pair married in 2006 and had twin daughters Harper Vivian Ann and Finley Aaron Love in 2008. After a decade of marriage, she filed for divorce in June 2016, and things got messy as they fought over money and custody. In February 2017, for example, their daughters were placed in protective care as Presley accused Lockwood in court documents of having disturbing images of children on his computer. Lockwood fired back in court docs, alleging that his ex-wife was using their kids as, quote, bait, and had taught them to discredit him. In January 2019, according to Radar, Lockwood made allegations regarding Presley's struggle with excessive drug use. Meanwhile, Presley accused him of stealing millions from her, while he argued that their post-nup wasn't valid because he didn't understand it before signing it. They were still fighting in 2020, with Lockwood claiming, according to Us Weekly, he should have sole custody of the twins because Presley could potentially relapse following the death of her son Benjamin Keough. In the end, they were granted joint custody in December 2020 and became officially divorced in May 2021. 5 years after the drama began. Their feud wasn't over, however. In December 2021, the exes were arguing over which court documents should remain sealed, while Presley was ordered to pay over $4,600 a month in child support, according to Radar. If you or someone you know may be the victim of child abuse, please contact the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4A-CHILD, 1-800-422-4453, or contact their live chat services.